What's up, this is Naked Eli, the mostly unclothed gamer, here with a legendary speedrun guide for the 4th mission in the ODST campaign. This is ONI Alpha Site. Starting out, we only have to press the 2nd and 3rd buttons on the bridge. Mickey himself is going to go and press the first one for us. Then we're going to beeline it for this tower, head straight up to the top, and around the 30 to 31 second mark, this guy, we want to move him out of the way so we can press a button on this computer. Virgil, the superintendent, who he references as Super, will allow us to push the button. We will then proceed to the left here, and there's a health pack in case you got hit by any Wraith Blasts, and a grenade to give us back that initial grenade that I used just to get a little extra second boost on the bridge, since I knew I'd be picking that up. It's just pure time save, nothing that we had to sacrifice or trade off for it. Now this door always opens around the 55-56 second mark, so we are right on time. You want to start charging your laser about halfway up these stairs, aim for the side right there where the turret is, and then you want to wait about 2 seconds, start charging up again, and then you're going to want to target this hunter over here. I slightly was off center, and so even though I hit part of the hunter, it didn't kill him, but landed the 2-for-1 on the brute. By moving to the left, you want to immediately throw all of your frags at the jackals, and then use your sniper to clean up those guys. Turn around, you can use another laser blast or the sniper shot. Try to line up the shot so that it kills the grunts behind him as you're shooting him. Then as soon as all of them are dead, you head up the stairs, and when you're at the top, you see that loading done in checkpoint, which means that you have loaded the next section successfully. So we probably could have done that about 10 seconds faster had all the pieces connected properly, but it's very RNG based where the enemies position themselves. So 139, 140 is actually a pretty decent time. Now here you want to try and snipe that guy before he throws up the bubble like a jerk. He does it anyways. And then you want to look to the left. There are 2 brutes that fall down and stand next to each other. Sometimes you can get the 2-for-1, take them both out. Otherwise we just rip out the sniper and take out whoever's left. Since that will usually be your last laser shot, then you can come up to the top of the ridge here in the top middle and grab the Spartan laser. Then we look to the left, and it's like, oh, look at all these guys. Take out the 2 brutes, or at least 1.5 of them. And there's a very particular trigger here that one of my guys on my stream, Nibre, was trying to explain to me is a very convoluted set of instructions that the game uses before you hear the woman's dialogue say, we can't hold them, get to the top of the ridge. And essentially, I think you just want to kill as many of the enemies as possible, and there's a fixed amount of time that has to pass, and then there have to be less than 10 enemies remaining. I believe that's what he said the exact trigger was. So kill all the grunts, kill all the brutes. He also tested, this is Nibre, he tested and confirmed that you could just kill grunts and make it up. And there are 6 brutes to kill if you are so inclined to kill them. Then you're going to wait for Mickey to say that more phantoms are coming. I believe it says something about dropping phantoms. And that's when you know that you're done with this section. You run to the right, grab the Spartan laser. There's a couple frags on the ground, a health pack. So we're fully ready to go. Move to the bottom back here, and there's a hidden rocket launcher. And we can now wait for about 15 more seconds. It's 30 seconds from the trigger when Mickey says that the phantoms are coming, and that's when you know you can just get ready for this door to open. By the way, don't stand too close to the door because the trigger is actually still outside in the middle area, not on the door itself. Now here, Mickey can do this weird glitch where he teleports into the middle of the room when you don't look at him, and then he'll actually have to turn around, run back out of the doors, and then come back in the doors. It wastes a huge chunk of time, so you want to keep your eyes on him as much as possible so he doesn't do that weird glitch. Then you're going to want to trade away all of the shotguns on these enemies so they can actually help you at least a little bit during battle. They can maybe shoot some of the grunts coming out with their blue balls of fury and make them blow up and explode all the enemies in the area. Then we're going to give our rockets to Mickey, our Spartan laser to some random dude, and we're going to rip off the turret. The only thing you really need is the turret at this point, but the pistol will help when we grab a plasma pistol to try and take out some of the brutes. Now here there's a 50-50 chance that the grunts will come raging out of this side. The other chance is that they'd be out on the other side. Notice that sometimes these guys can actually rip you a new one. I already lost my shield and am losing health quickly because I had a concentrated burst of fire when I ran to the top of the stairs. So there are usually 2 jackals that come out towards the end, and be careful that you don't let the blue balls get too close to you, otherwise they insta-explode in your face and you die. Then we're going to want to look immediately for a plasma pistol. Use the magnum to take out as many of the jackals and grunts as you can, and save the noob combo where we overcharge the plasma pistol to rip off the brute shield, and then aim for the headshot for the wombo combo kill. Then there are going to be tons of enemies coming down. Use frags on jackals when possible. Here we notice that these guys started coming out as soon as I had a couple enemies left over here, and there's usually 2 to 3 brutes for the last few waves. So you want to be careful, watch out for Mickey's rockets, and then you see right here this guy had no shields. We just walk up, shoot him in the face. And this is a very aggressive strategy, by the way. The enemies are just going to keep coming out, alternating doors, and what we want to do actually is just use either noob combo, or there's an infinite rocket glitch that I actually didn't show off. So let me explain how that works while you see me just killing the rest of the enemies. So basically, the rocket launcher has 4 shots in it, right? So you're going to grab the rockets, use the first 2, and then you'll have an empty clip, but still 2 that you could reload into. So if you, at that point in time, before reloading, give them to Mickey, then Mickey will actually reload a new pair of rockets into the chamber for you, and you just rinse and repeat that, and you actually get infinite rockets. So now this part is really hard to optimize, and my strategy didn't go exactly as planned, but I essentially wanted to laser the brutes coming out and hit that turret at the same time, but I didn't realize that the turret actually moves, and so that actually caused me to not kill as many of the brutes as I had wanted with that initial laser shot, but that's quite alright. Then we survive. We want to run down these stairs and aim as the other group is dropping off. You'll usually hit at least 2 brutes. That brute went flying off with that rocket, and then just use the rest of your laser shots, your rocket ammo, the first 2 clips that is, to actually take out all these enemies. Now you can also grab a plasma pistol, needler, and just use those weapons to take out any of the enemies left over. I have no idea how that did not lock on. And then if you're super duper fast at killing everything just like that, then you actually won't even hit the trigger. There's a fixed amount of time that has to pass before Mickey will say his dialogue to bring the elevator down. He'll say, you know, come close to me. So here you'll see me, I gave him the rockets, and he actually put them 2 rockets back in the chamber, and now when I grab the rockets from him, we'll have a full 4 rockets in it again. So you can't do this with a fully empty rocket launcher. Like if you only had 2 shots left and you use them both up and you get the screen that says switch to a different weapon, you're out of ammo, that's bad because you then can't trade the weapon. And if you have just 1 rocket in it, then he still isn't going to be able to reload it because it's not an empty chamber, first of all, and second of all, there's nothing in the reserves for it to actually you know, go back into the clip. Now here that Marine will always have an assault rifle on him, and the assault rifle is a great weapon for taking out these drones. What would have been better is if I actually went and grabbed one of the SMGs from one of the dead dudes. That's actually just as effective as the assault rifle, but it has a zoom. And it's way more fun to use because, you know, we get to use the assault rifle in all the games, but this is the only game you get to use an SMG in the first, you know, an MCC where you can actually zoom in. So we grab the rockets and we grab a plasma pistol. This is really a crucial combo. We're going to immediately start out, charge up the plasma pistol, rush the chieftain, rocket at him or his feet, and then you're going to want to blow up as many enemies as possible. Be very careful of the turret on the top here. I actually almost died here because I was a little negligent and was getting targeted extremely heavily from the phantom turret. Now at this point, you just want to rocket and blow up everything that you can, and try not to die. There's a few grunts on the ground. You can of course stay in the room and use the infinite rocket trick. And then as soon as the enemies are dead, the pelican will come in. You just jump on the back, and we got a blazing fast 932. So I think that's 2nd or 3rd fastest in the world ever. So I hope you guys enjoyed the speed run. I will see you guys next week on the next episode. Peace.